tonight's live stream, I've got a lot of topics lined up. We're going to get straight into I want to show you a few clips right now. We're going to be talking about the first topic, which is why do women lick their lips around you when you're on a long streak? Guys, this has happened to me a lot recently, and I thought I'd bring it up. And why women lick their lips around you is 100% because of mainly semen retention. And of course, if you were a naturally attractive looking dude, I'm sure women lick their lips. But in my case, I've never seen this happen before, unless I've been like completely oblivious in the past. But honestly, it's these retention goggles. They make me see things a lot more, and also things occur a lot more when you are practicing semen retention. So, I want to tell you like my just recent experiences. Just the other day, I was walking down the street towards the beach, 11 a.m. kind of time. Walk past a little granny, an old lady, and I look at her to kind of smile and give her that kind of like morning nod where you're just like good morning kind of thing. Hey, how you going? That kind of like positive energy I like to give out to people because I think it just creates a feedback of positivity in my life. And she was like she was straight up like just like wetting them peckers. Like she was I don't know, it's almost like she was rehydrating the Nile River that had been dried up for centuries. And that wasn't the first time it ever happened, but it was the most recent time, and I just thought it was hilarious. And God bless her. Like, you go do your thing, grandma. Like, shoot your shot. But I just thought it was funny. Anyway, also recently I noticed that this one's a bit more controversial. My mate, his girlfriend was like looking at me, like when I was talking, she was like staring at me, like, yeah, and then she was like, and I was like, whoa, that was weird. Like constantly licking her lips. And this is a lady that's probably like 10 years older than me, 11 years older than me, something like that. But either way, it was pretty weird. And I was like, that's just not not literally whilst you're sitting right next to your boyfriend. I don't know. To be honest, they're not even like official or anything like that. They're not like, they're not. He hasn't put a ring on her, and he hasn't said that he's her boyfriend in a sense, but they have been dating, I should say. But the fact that she did it in open with me, it shows that this is actually a subconscious attraction kind of thing. They're not conscious of what they're doing a lot of the time. Women are very emotional kind of beings. They don't consciously think, oh, I'm going to lick my lips around him. No, that's just like a real kind of unconscious kind of thing that they do when they're attracted to someone, because it's a dead giveaway to someone who is aware of the fact that it is a sign of attraction. And I'm sure if they were aware of it, they'd probably do it a whole lot less. So I asked, actually, and there's been heaps of time at my gigs recently and women in public that do this around me. So it's not like it's not like something that just occurred twice. I'm trying to tell you guys, when you're on semen retention, this is going to happen a lot. Okay. So I asked why do women lick their lips to AI? And AI said women may lick their lips when they see you due to sexual interest, as it can be a subconscious sign of attraction. However, other reasons include having dry lips, feeling nervous, or anticipating something not related to you. It's important to consider the context and not jump to conclusions based on this single gesture. Yeah, look, guys, the fact that it's happened a lot recently and in different scenarios, it's safe to say this is going to happen to you. Or if it hasn't already happened to you, it's going to happen to you whilst you're practicing SR. And that's just a fact. So, you know, I wonder, why would you lick your lips? Well, for me personally, I would lick my lips when I'm hungry because it's like I smell something and it smells good and I'm craving it. And then also I'd lick my lips because I want to, like, I want to make out with someone, right? So it's like it's an interesting kind of concept. Um, we're going to look at some shorts now, just talking about these licking the lips scenarios and why women do it. So let's just have a look at the first one, and this is a YouTube short. So let's have a check the audio's working, and we'll go.
This brings us to the second way to tell if a girl wants you. This one's a little bit funny, but stay with me. This sign is that she licks her lips when she's around you. This is one of the most basic body language signs that a woman is attracted to a man. Now, she's not doing it on purpose. She's not like, oh, he's hot and licks her lips. That'd be kind of weird. I mean, some might do that, but it would still be weird. Instead, when we are, well, there are a couple of reasons. One, there's a chance she's thinking about lips in general, right? If she's attracted to you. But two, it's also that when we're around someone who we are attracted to, it's easy to get nervous, right? And your mouth can get dry. And so she might lick her lips. So pay attention. If you start noticing she licks her lips a lot when she's around you, that's a very good sign that, yeah, she's attracted, she's interested. Now, I do have to say, with this sign, and honestly with all signs of attraction and interest, do remember to keep things in context. This brings us to the second way to tell if a girl.
So there you saw it, guys. This lady, Coach Melanie, she's basically said that it's a subconscious thing, and she's doing it because she's ready to make out with you guys. And I'm like, I'm kind of taking the piss here, but I'm also serious. Like, I'm actually serious. Like, they're doing it because they're interested in you. And I'm sharing this with you guys because I didn't really notice it until recently when it started happening a lot. And I was just like, why are they constantly licking their lips? But yeah, like it happens a lot, guys. And she just said that it was also because of nervousness. And like nervousness, their mouth goes dry and they're licking their lips, right? So it makes sense. So let's have a look at another one. We're going to have a look at another screen share. So let's check out this one. And this one is another female about why women lick their lips.
Have you seen this? And it can be, in different contexts, different meanings. It can be a flirtatious gesture. So it could be someone's flirting with you or you're flirting with them. It also could be a sign of stress. I analysed the lady at the centre of the baby reindeer interview that she did with Piers Morgan, and she lips her lips quite a few times during that hour-long interview. And I don't think she's flirting with Piers. What I think is happening is her lips and her mouth is very dry. So we can see then it's a sign of stress and perhaps a sign of nervousness.
So again, guys, you see, it's a sign of nervousness, but it's also a big sign of attraction. So you just got to be aware of all these kind of things. Like when you're practicing semen retention, sometimes you think you're delusional. Sometimes you think I must be delusional because, I'm experiencing all these phenomenal things, right? But I'm here to tell you that that's just not the case. You're not delusional. I've shown you two females talking about it right now, and this is essentially what goes on. Okay, so we're going to watch one more short, and then we're going to talk a little bit more about it. And I'm going to answer some comments after this short as well. So feel free to drop something in the chat as well. If you're watching, please like this video so it goes out to other people that want to watch semen retention related content. And of course, bring more people to this channel and to this live stream. We're going to have a lot of fun tonight. I'm going to be hanging out for a bit. So yeah, let's get into this next one. This next one, I haven't seen this guy in so long. It was actually kind of funny to see him again. I hadn't seen his videos for a hot minute. Okay,
hidden sign that you got to pay attention to when you're talking, casually engaging with the reader. If she gives you one of those, run like hell, because what? If she licks her lips or wets them in any specific way, this is not something she's doing consciously. It's a subconscious thing. She's actually licking her lips in preparation for making out with you.
That guy, Alpha M. Man, I haven't seen his videos in years. Drop us a heart reaction if you love a bit of Alpha M. I haven't seen his videos in a long time. I remember watching his videos after I broke up with my first ever girlfriend, because I was like, I was single and I hadn't been single in a long time. And she was my kind of long-term relationship, and she was kind of like my first proper girlfriend, I guess you could say. So it was just kind of interesting to experience that. And watching his videos, very kind of men's like self-help and dating and all that kind of stuff. So it was pretty interesting to see him pop up in this little licking the lips research right now. But yeah, there you go, guys. So there's 3 videos show you just the truth about why women lick their lips and around you, and you know, no one has brought it up about, you know, in relation to semen retention. But again, semen retention, just it's not the actual act of semen retention that is making women lick their lips around you. It's the accumulation of all the benefits of semen retention that is making women lick their lips around you. Okay, so you practice this to get stronger, to get wiser, to get closer to God. And, you know, the attraction from women is just a byproduct of all those kind of things, right? So don't fixate on, oh, why isn't the women licking their lips, or why isn't, you know, women attracted to me yet, and all that kind of stuff. That kind of stuff happens over time. It doesn't happen within 2 days of not busting a nut.